I flew with Christine quite a bit. She trained me on most of the aeroplanes I flew when I came up here, and one or two stories were very interesting. On my first flight in a twin Bonanza, which is a heavy twin, a reasonably heavy twin, we took off, and Christine was my instructor sitting beside me, and just after liftoff, one of the engines on the port side threw a conrod, and so boom, a big noise and a cloud of smoke. And I said to Christine, I think we should feather that engine, and she said, I think we will too. And so she said, Freddo, you have not flown this aeroplane before, do you mind if we swap seats? She was sitting in a temporary middle seat that was there for training only, but she wanted to sit in the pilot seat. So it was a big bench seat, so I jumped over the back, she slid across, and then I sat in her seat. Now we came round and landed, and all was well. And a few weeks after that, Christine was still instructing me on another aeroplane, but after the flight, she asked could I drive her back into town, and I was a mad petrol head, and I owned a little Mini Cooper S, which I used to tear around in. Anyhow, we were going out to the car, and one of the young engineers, Andy Clark was his name, I think he comes from Tyon or one of those stations, and he was an apprentice at the hangar, and he had a Datsun 1600, and he was giving me the wink. He wanted me to drag with him back into town. And Christine saw what was happening, and she said, there will be no racing motor cars with me on board. So we get in, and I left first, and I'm just doing 70 mile an hour, and this Datsun comes up beside me, and she says, don't let him beat you. And so we won as we come round St Mary's Corner. But she was a very quiet, shy thing, but underneath was a very powerful, strong woman. And she was good fun, and she was a lovely lady. And I was there when she was introduced into the Hall of Fame, and I introduced her to the crowd, and I held her hand while I told some of these stories, and it was a lovely day. That's enough.